opportunity side, something which we have done a little different is you would find that OEMs are segmented vertical wise. They would have a government guy, they would have a BFSI guy, they would have a manufacturing guy, and they are very. So in some of the verticals we are aligned with the vendor structures, because then the alignment becomes very strong and vendors see some counterpart very focused on the vertical, which would mean in that vertical, how do you generate business? So we complement vendors' efforts, be it in lead gen, be it in sizing of the opportunity, net new opportunity in that segment, and therefore the vendor teams are very, very closely aligned in that segment to work with us. So this is something new which we work very closely with them and trying to build. So I think we are seeing areas in always being a big opportunity is becoming bigger. So we are trying to read as to what we can do further in services. You know, we have a company called Uniserve which continues to invest in that area. We have a lot of services available, be it drone in the country. You know, people are wanting to get trained, new area. We have become a drone. We are selling drones in the country, so enabling them, you know, pilots or conducting, or it's as simple as data migration from, you know, happening from on-prem to cloud. You know, people wanting to move on cloud. So all those services we are focusing through partner ecosystem. So I think which is important because we are a channel focused company. It's not that anything happens direct. So it's every single opportunity where people can connect, they would find something or the other to leverage. So that again remains a very important opportunity from our point of view from a growth segment. And we have been thinking but not really got into something on the consulting services right now, but we haven't started that. But we feel depending on the need, we may get into in that space as well. It's a small space. We have been doing that, but we have not really monetized anything on that as well. One single value add, if I have to tell you, and just to share with you, I'll touch one point. So inflow, as you know, is now a part of SAVEX. And we have possibly the largest suite of OEMs in each of these segments, which you look within SAVEX and inflow, you won't find the bouquet available anywhere in the country.
Okay.
So it's one is just the bouquet size in whether it's a ransomware, whether it's a firewall, whether it's a SIM solution, or any of those solutions, you will find specialists in that. Obviously, the large OEMs in this space in the country, be it Fortinet, be it Palo Alto, be it Checkpoint, be it CrowdStrike, be it all of them you will find available. What we have done here is that we have heavily invested into highest level of certifications. You would find that people would get into some kind of certification vendor. So you would find people here in terms of highest level of certifications, which typically you would find only in the OEM space. So you would find that we are heavily investing in making sure that our teams are self-capable of handling very, very complex opportunities, and therefore vendors see a lot of value in helping build solutions. And even from smaller markets, we have been able to support OEMs in that. So our focus is in terms of and then also we are into post-sales, which means when you sell these services and the client is facing a problem or some hacking has happened or something has happened because he has bought the solution on your goodwill and he faces on the post-sale as well, we are supporting the channel. So I think these are the areas which make customers, the channel, far more comfortable when we want to grow. Obviously, the sales certifications teams are doing in all these areas. So you would find in terms of OEM support, we are trying to grow the market. We are doing a lot of webinars. We are doing now, the market is opened up. So, you would find that in one of the business, I'm not touching security right now, but security, we do this as well. But we have taken the solution to some 10 cities and we did some physical events in the markets and, and partners really became interested. Some of the guys didn't know that this exists. So I think people are seeing that happening and they are very excited because they know that if SAVEX is getting into, we will be getting into deep. And once we get into deep, we will be there to handhold channel very strongly to build it. So channel business, one of the basic fundamentals of doing channel business is whether it is a cloud business or whether it is a non-cloud business. I think very important thing from the channel is first making channel enable and understand how this business happens. So you won't find, for example, we have a role, and you would not have heard a role in any of your previous discussions. We have a role called Sales Readiness Manager, which means his role is to make sure that the ability and capability of the partner to be able to source that business exists, which means he makes sure that if you are focused on this vertical, these are the certifications you should be doing. You should have this. If you do this, then this will be the ROI of your business as well. And this is the certification. Now, people keep moving. So he also keeps a track that which channel is actually upskilling or downskilling. And therefore, what is needed to be done in that channel to really help him do the right things. From an OEM standpoint of view, it also gives them a perspective of pan-India. So in Agra, you have nobody, but in maybe Pathankot, you have 2 partners and they are certified to this level, and you are mapping this, enabling this, supporting this, and helping them in the day. So this is what we do. Another thing which we do very unique, you would find, is we are very focused in, both from OEM and channel point of view, is lead gen activities. So lead gen activities, you would find that people would invest, in some kinds of, they are focused guys who are doing some cold calling, or they're some CIO meets, or they're doing some activity. We have certified people in that vertical, connecting with end customers here, building up these, on the calls or in some physical meets, building up the cases for a particular OEM, and then routing it through a partner. So then partner also sees that there's, from SAVEX, where we give business, I think there's something which net new is coming to them as well. So we are in, trying to build the business both for the OEM and for the partners through that segment. And partners who invest in our business are getting those fruits.
For more information, please visit www.ncnonline.net.